Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WSJP's presentation of PCL basketball as the Hawks of St. Joe's Prep travel to Cardinal O'Hara to take on the Lions. I'm Sean Drosnock. Alongside me here tonight is Ryan Sullivan. Ryan, how are we feeling tonight?
And how we doing, everybody? We are back. It is St. Joe's Prep basketball, baby. Coming off a win over Roman Catholic. Jordan Ellerby, a game-winning shot. We'll see him as he gets introduced here. I am feeling great. Obviously, Cardinal O'Hara, a very great squad. They're led by their junior point guard, Malik Myatt. He has been incredible this season, averaging 17 points per game on 45.6% shooting. And then you have to look at Malik Brown, the sophomore as well, one of the best shot blockers in the PCL. The Prep has a tough matchup here today, but I have no doubt that they will be able to face the adversity and possibly eke out a win here.
Well said, Ryan. We just got the prayer in the national anthem. We're now getting the starting lineups for both teams here. For the Hawks, it would be Olin Chamberlain, Jaron McKee, Jordan Ellerby, Mekhi Robertson, and Will Lesovitz, the guys you've been so used to seeing this year, coming off a big win against Roman Catholic, like you said.
And, I mean, this starting lineup has been absolutely incredible this season. You look at Mekhi Robertson, somebody who transferred in here, didn't know if he was going to have a lot of chemistry with this core guys of Ellerby, Chamberlain, McKee, and Lesovitz, but he comes in, he fits right into the system. He is one of the best one-on-one players I have seen in the state of Pennsylvania. He'll drive it right to the rim, and he will score right on top of you. He really can pull out any move that you can think of. He is one of the most perfect basketball players we have seen in really a long time for St. Joe's Prep. As Cardinal O'Hara here gets their starters introduced, I'm going to keep talking about St. Joe's Prep. You look at Jordan Ellerby right now, I think he's been the best player for St. Joe's Prep thus far. He has been able to score on all three levels. Expect him to go into one-on-ones tonight. And Jaron McKee, he's going to get a lot of three-point shots. I think the Prep's going to start out taking some threes here. Check how hot they are after, they probably have a lot of adrenaline coming off a great win over Roman Catholic. It is officially 7 o'clock, and we are just about to get ready to start. I am so excited. Obviously, you see the Cardinal O'Hara student section. Wonder if that will play a role in tonight's contest as the Prep maybe they may feel a little bit more pressure with this Cardinal O'Hara student section, but we will have to see as we are about to tip off.
Well said, Ryan. And as we just got the starting lineup for the Lions of Cardinal O'Hara, it's number 0, Malik Myatt, number 10, Toby Hartman, number 11, Jack Quinn, and number 23, Toby Brown, and number 3, number 1, Lemire Green. Getting ready for tip-off here, it'll be Will Lesovitz and Malik Brown. And the Lions win the tip-off. Myatt with it. He's guarded by Ellerby. Trying to find a lane, nothing going yet. Kicks it to Green. Green guarded by Chamberlain. Picks up his dribble, finds Malik Brown, guarded by Will Lesovitz. A huge size matchup. Huge size disadvantage there for Will Lesovitz. Now Lemire Green has it. Lesovitz switched on to him.
Watch the switch here.
Calls for the screen on the left side. He won't take it. He's driving to the right side. Lemire Green off the mark on the layup, and the putback by number 10, Toby Hartman.
Rebounding has not been the Prep's best thing so far this season. You see it there. You might have to think about boxing out a little bit there, but it's only the start, so you can do on offense.
Mekhi Robertson driving into the lane, falls down, and they're going to get him for a travel. Just tripped up on his own feet there, fell down, lost his dribble, called for the travel. And another thing, Ryan, the student section for Cardinal O'Hara is firing on all cylinders. It's something that the Prep hasn't really seen yet this year.
They have not, and hopefully for them, they can find a way to get them a bit quieter, as not the best two first possessions, but we'll see how they fare on defense.
Myatt has it now, working on Ellerby, picks up his dribble, kicks out to Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn gets it to Toby Hartman, who's guarded by Mekhi Robertson. Green has it now, Olin Chamberlain in coverage. Green kicks out. Quinn makes Jaron stumble, kicks it away. Knocked out of bounds by Jaron. What a move by Jack Quinn, though, to get Jaron McKee off balance.
He is moving a lot off the ball, and Jaron McKee might have been a bit tired there. Obviously, it's the beginning of the game, but maybe he just needed a little bit of a breather. Could be the reason that he got him off balance.
Green to inbound. Jack Quinn with it now. Kicks it to Brown. Brown for three. Off the mark. Rebound Robinson.
Brown not
Makai Robertson pushing the pace up the court. Gets a screen from Will Lesovitz. Kicks it to Olin Chamberlain. And the Hawks are going to slow the pace.
Brown not much of a three-point shooter there. Surprised he took that shot. You see Lesovitz giving him a bit of a cushion there.
Jaron McKee on the drive. Kicks it to Makai Robertson, who brings it back out to the three-point line. Steps up. Long two. Off the money. Rebounds batted around, and it's brought in by Jack Quinn. The Lions have it now. Lemire Green kicks it out to Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn for a deep three off the money. Makai Robertson catches the air ball. Olin Chamberlain has it now. He'll pull up from three. Wide open! Olin Chamberlain for three, and the Hawks are on the board.
Great look there by Olin Chamberlain. You see the defense wanting to go inside. They thought Olin Chamberlain might have given the pass to Jaron McKee. He pulls up from three. Maybe a heat check to start here for Olin Chamberlain.
And Olin Chamberlain, a guy who always looks for the next pass, but just the confidence to pull that three, and he was open. It was a great look, and just to knock it down, what a great shot from the senior point guard.
Doing a great job.
Myatt has it now, working on Ellerby. Ball's tipped away. Ellerby has it. He gives it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, fast break. He goes up for the layup. Almost blocked by Myatt, but he gets the layup in. 5-2 Hawks.
You see Olin Chamberlain being a defensive leader here, clapping his hands, trying to get the defense rallied, and they've gotten 2 turnovers.
Lemire Green kicks it to Malik Brown. Gets the pass knocked away, but Jack Quinn has it now. Back to Malik Brown, who's double-teamed in the paint. Almost loses the ball, gets it back, kicks it to Myatt. Myatt, pump fake, driving to the middle of the lane. Floater off the money, rebound Chamberlain. Chamberlain all the way up court to Lesovitz. Great pass, Lesovitz with the layup. Great pass from Olin Chamberlain.
Love what I'm seeing here defensively from St. Joe's Prep. They're getting their hands on the ball. O'Hara is not expecting it at all to start here, and they are converting it into transition offensive points. O'Hara, I don't know if they don't have the cardio to get back on defense, but they are not doing the greatest job in getting back.
Quinn has it now to Brown. Brown guarded by Lesovitz. Malik Brown kicks it out. Lemire Green for three on the money. Makai Robertson slow to get out in coverage, and Lemire Green capitalizes.
The Prep, they want you to take threes. That's part of their defense. They force you to take threes, and sometimes they're just going to knock them down.
Ellerby has it now, kicks it to Jaron. Jaron move for three on the money. Jaron, nice little swim move almost to get around Jack Quinn, and the three. Hawks up 10-5. With 4 minutes remaining in the quarter.
3-point shooting, looking good here. Great ball movement there by Jaron McKee. Did just enough to make sure Jack Quinn didn't get a hand on the ball.
Jack Quinn kicks it to Toby Hartman. Toby Hartman tries to find a lane, won't get it. Gets it to Malik Brown, picks up his dribble. Back to Toby Hartman. Hartman to Green, who's now guarded by Lesovitz. Spin move, tries to get the floater, won't get it. Kicks it out to Hartman. Hartman to Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn to Malik Brown. Driving on the baseline. Nothing going for him. Picks up his dribble. He's stuck. Olin Chamberlain with the takeaway. Chamberlain pushing it up the court. Gives it to Jaron. Jaron, layup and one.
What an incredible start here by St. Joe's Prep. Great defense by Makai Robertson. The Prep is not letting nothing go inside of the paint. I am very surprised to see Makai Robertson power down Malik Brown, who has a clear height advantage over him. Olin Chamberlain doing a great job in transition. He has been the man to set up the plays so far. So, I mean, you got to say Olin Chamberlain has been the MVP of the Prep for this first quarter.
Both teams making a substitution. Miles Peterson comes in for the Prep for Jordan Ellerby, and Tajir Clark comes in for Toby Hartman. Quinn has it now to Lemire Green. Now it's Malik Myatt at the top of the key. Makes a move, trying to drive, and a foul called on the floor. That one's on Jaron McKee on the reach.
Looked like Makai wanted to switch. He kind of just let Myatt go right by him. I'm not really sure what the game plan was there, but regardless, O'Hara's going to inbound.
Tajir Clark will inbound it. Lemire Green will run point guard. He's guarded by Makai Robertson. O'Hara trying to work the outside, but the Prep's 3-2 zone is really killing them. And Lemire Green Gets it into Malik Brown, who is knocked away by Miles Peterson, but they're going to call him on the foul. I think it was a little bit of a arm-to-head contact.
And that's going to happen sometimes. A Prep, they love to get their hands in passing lanes. They try to poke for the ball many, many times, and sometimes you're just going to get called for a foul there.
Julian McKee will check in for Will Lesovitz. So that's 5 for the Hawks. It's Chamberlain, Chamberlain, Makai Robertson, McKee, Jaron McKee, Julian McKee, and Miles Peterson. Clark has it now, guarded by Robinson. O'Hara working it around the outside. Clark has it now. He's trying to make a move to the paint. Gets the layup off the mark. Rebound Peterson.
I'm impressed so far with Makai Robertson's defense. He's nothing.
Makai Robertson for 3, off the mark. Rebound, Julian McKee. Julian McKee to Chamberlain. Chamberlain for 3, just off the mark. Rebounded by Malik Brown. Goes out of bounds off of St. Joe's Prep. It'll be Lions ball.
Heat check there for Olin Chamberlain. He's been hot to start the game, whether it comes on assist or scoring the basketball himself. I don't mind him taking that deeper 3, as he has been hot to start this game.
Ellerby will check back in for Jaron McKee. Lemire Green gives it into Myatt. Myatt spin move, tough layup, draws the contact. Shooting foul, he'll shoot 2.
And the referees, I suppose they think that Jordan Ellerby had his arms just a little bit down. You have to have your arms fully straight up, or else the referees are going to call the foul, and I suppose they saw his arms going a bit down there.
First shot on the money. 2 people will check in for O'Hara. Out goes Lemire Green and out goes Malik Brown. In comes number 4, Edwin Ujor, and number 2, Kasim Brunzel.
Myatt this season a 87% free throw shooter, so don't expect to see him miss many if the Prep sends him to the line tonight.
Second shot, off the mark. Rebound, Julian McKee, and Makai Robertson will bring it up.
Announcer's jinx right there.
Yep, it's the curse. Robertson gives it to Ellerby. Ellerby, handoff, Chamberlain for 3, off the money. Rebounded by Myatt. Myatt pushing it up the court, working on Makai Robertson. Kicks it to Clark in the corner. Clark goes up for the contested layup, off the money. Rebound and put back by Ujor is no good. And the Prep has it now, working up the court. Ellerby working on Jack Quinn. Pulls up, contests it, off the mark. Rebound, Julian McKee. McKee, the floater, off the mark. Can't get his own rebound. O'Hara has it now.
Surprising to see Ellerby pull up. I mean, it was a contested shot, but great effort from Julian McKee there.
And Chamberlain was in there.
And Chamberlain as well. McKee and Chamberlain doing a great job putting the effort in to get those offensive rebounds, do the dirty work.
Bronzo has it now, gives it to Quinn, who gives it to Clark. Clark back out to Bronzo. Cardinal O'Hara trying to get the open look. They do. It's Jack Quinn. He's off the front rim. Rebound, Ellerby.
Jack Quinn, the three-point shooter of Cardinal O'Hara.
Ellerby for 3. In and out. Right off the money.
The Prep.
Rebound, O'Hara.
The Prep 0 for 3 in their last three-point shots. You might want to start thinking about getting inside.
Open 3 for Clark, off the mark. Rebound, Olin Chamberlain with less than 40 seconds left to go. He's trying to facilitate the offense a little bit, get everybody moving, try to get people open. Gives it to Miles Peterson. Miles Peterson guarded by Clark. Gives it to Ellerby. Ellerby driving into the paint. Fadeaway, mid-range, on the money. What a shot from Jordan Ellerby.
Ellerby talking a little bit of trash there, and that was a tough fadeaway shot. Ellerby, he shot a couple of those tough ones, but we know that he can make them.
Malik Myatt has it now, guarded by Ellerby. 2 of the most athletic kids in the PCL. Ellerby, interesting defense there. Gets the closeout, shot off the mark. Prep has the possession. Ryan, did you see that? He didn't put his hands up. He just kind of put his head in his face.
And it seems like there's a bit of trash talk going on between both men, and I'm not sure where the hostility is, but it has become an interesting storyline early in this game.
The first quarter comes to an end, and your score is 15-6. St. Joe's Prep on top. And Ryan, that's just about as many points as the Prep had at halftime last game.
They were. I mean, you saw halftime in the last game, and it was 10-10. And it was 10-10 at the end of the first quarter, and it was just not looking good for the Prep offensively. But in this game, they've done a great job shooting the three-point shot. You see Olin Chamberlain, he's been one for 3 so far on threes. The Prep 0 for 3 in their last three-point attempts, and Jordan Ellerby there proving that he can score on all 3 levels with the mid-range floater. So you might have to start thinking about getting inside and maybe start shooting those mid-range shots if the three-point shot is not going to start falling. You got to know what your identity is in this game if you are St. Joe's Prep. But there is no reason to be concerned thus far. You have a pretty decent lead, 9-point lead. So if you want to keep shooting those threes, you can. But if it starts to become a problem, might have to start thinking about changing your game plan.
Well said, Ryan. The 5 out there for the Prep will be Gavin Pennington at 1, Ellerby, Miles Peterson, Jaron McKee, and Will Lesovitz. And for the Lions of Cardinal O'Hara, it'll be Malik Myatt, number 3, Taji Clark, number 2, Kasim Bronzel, number 4, Edwin Ujor, and number 1, Lemire Green.
Very interesting lineup here to start.
McKee for 3, wide open, off the mark there. Rebound, Clark. Clark pushing the pace, loses dribble a little bit. He'll have to get it back out of the paint. Working on Lesovitz now. He gives it to Green. Green facilitating right now for O'Hara, just trying to get everybody set. Dish to Clark. Clark looks like he's going to try to drive left side. He won't be able to. Kicks it back out to Malik Myatt. Myatt now guarded closely by Jaron McKee, not giving him any room. Myatt tries to get it to the left side. Ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say off the Hawks. So O'Hara will maintain possession. Substitution for O'Hara, too. Malik Brown will check back in, and Edwin Ujor comes back out.
A constant theme of this Prep defense is handsy basketball. Jordan Ellerby got a hand in there, and it proved to be very lucky as they got the out of bounds.
Bronze foul on Jaron McKee on the floor, and O'Hara will maintain possession. Jaron McKee, that's his second foul, I believe. So that is something to pay attention to. Inbounding is Lemire Green. Looking for somewhere to go. Barely got it off. Gives it to Bronzo. Bronzo blocked by Will Lesovitz. Gets it back and then falls out of bounds. But they're going to call a push on the Hawks. That one's on Jaron McKee.
Well, the good news for the Prep is that Will Lesovitz played great defense there. His hands were fully up, which created the block shot. The bad news is that Jaron McKee has 3 fouls right now, and he is obviously one of their best players, the second best player in the state currently ranked.
Yeah, Jaron McKee, 2 fouls. Excuse me, I was wrong last time. Clark on the drive, off the mark. Rebound McKee. McKee pushes it to Pennington. Pennington, Euro step, gives it to Ellerby. Ellerby with the slam!
Jordan Ellerby, incredible cutting to the basket. O'Hara, their defense in transition has not been good to start. St. Joe's Prep, 5 heads to the basket, and they are doing an incredible job in transition.
Pennington and Ellerby, best friends off the court, and we see that chemistry come to fruition on the court on plays like that. Euro step Pennington gives it right to Ellerby, and Ellerby, just insane athleticism. 2-hand slam, momentum play. Hawks now up 17-5 as there was a foul on the other end. So now Malik Brown is shooting 2.
I can give up that foul if I'm Miles Peterson right there. You know, there was obviously a lot of energy down the other end, and the Prep 9 times out of 10 they do a great job of getting back in transition. You create that foul there, you get a bit of extra rest for your guys. Obviously Jaron McKee has 2 fouls here early in the second quarter. You want to get him a bit of time to cool down and get back into this one.
Yeah, you wonder if you maybe subbing a guy like McKee or Robertson or Chamberlain who are sitting on the bench right now just so he doesn't get in foul trouble. Both shots off the mark for Brown here. Ellerby with the rebound.
Brown only a 61% free throw shooter.
Ellerby gets the screen, doesn't take it, drives, middle of the lane. Ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of number 2, Kasim Bronzel. But I thought it was a little bit of arm contact there.
From here, it looked like there was a bit in there, and it doesn't seem like the Cardinal O'Hara student section cares.
McKee for 3 off the inbound, short. Rebound. An loose ball foul on Gavin Pennington.
Interesting.
on Lemire Green.
Yep.
So now O'Hara will have the ball, and only one more foul needed before they get into the bonus here.
Very interesting call there by the officials. They've let most go thus far when it comes to rebounding, but it might have been a bit of arm contact.
4 fouls on the prep right here, one more, and O'Hara's in the bonus with 6 minutes still to play in this quarter. So that could be a problem.
See how tight the prep is playing, though. I mean, they're playing very aggressive.
Not letting up a single open look.
And it's led to a big lead.
Myatt now has it on the wing. Not much going offensively for O'Hara right now. Now it's Lemire Green, guarded by Ellerby. Pass tip, gets it to Jack Quinn, who's working on Gavin Pennington. Into Myatt. Myatt pump fake, drives left side. Mid-range fadeaway off the front rim. Rebound. Myatt gets his own rebound, puts in the floater, and O'Hara has their first points of the quarter.
If you're the prep, you know that you should have gotten that defensive rebound there. You know your defense has been great collapsing on the free throw line with this 2-3 zone. That's just unlucky.
Ellerby gives it to Lesovitz. Lesovitz shot fake, kicks out to McKee. Jaron McKee drives, hesitates off the mark. Rebound Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn gives it to Lemire Green. Back to Quinn. Corner, Myatt, 3-ball off the mark. Miles Peterson gets the rebound, gives it to Lesovitz, who gives it to Ellerby. Ellerby now slows down the tempo, working on Myatt. Mid-range, pull-up, foul, shot off the mark.
Ellerby going right at Myatt every single time. He is not passing the basketball, and as I brought up earlier, this storyline of Ellerby and Myatt, it has been very interesting thus far, and it doesn't even look like anybody is willing to call for the ball when Ellerby is matched up against Myatt.
Ellerby's first shot off on the mark, and checking in for the Hawks is 11 Mekhi Robertson and 0 Olin Chamberlain, as Jaron McKee comes out, most likely because of foul trouble, and Miles Peterson also will sub out.
Olin Chamberlain had a good start to this game, 5 points, and he is doing a great job. You get him a little bit of rest. Hopefully he can come back in here and
a couple of rebounds, too, which Olin Chamberlain is not exactly known for. 2 rebounds in this one.
Got to give him credit for that as well.
Second shot on the mark, too, for Ellerby, who's been the Hawks' best free throw shooter this season. Myatt has it now. Cardinal O'Hara in a very interesting offensive set. They're just running elbow screens. Myatt now has it as the elbow screens break down. Myatt, mid-range with Ellerby in his face. What a shot from Malik Myatt.
Great defense there by Ellerby. Myatt still talking. Ellerby going right back
Ellerby
at him. Angel
almost got the N1. Foul. He'll shoot 2 yet again.
And they are still talking. I mean, this is a great storyline. You don't typically see the prep guys talk that much trash on the floor, but Ellerby going right at Myatt as he played great defense on the other end.
And Ryan, the last time we saw this much trash talking was last season against Archbishop Wood.
Right.
That was a great game, very heated. Tempers were flaring, very exciting to watch though. Prep unfortunately walked away with a loss there. So the 5 out there for the Hawks right now, in case you've lost track of these substitutions, is Pennington, Chamberlain, Ellerby, Mekhi Robertson, and Lesovitz. First shot on the money, second shot off. Ellerby splits the free throws. Lemire Green pushing the tempo now. No call double dribble, kicks it out to Bonzel. Bonzel to Myatt. Myatt deep 3, air ball, out of bounds. And it'll be Hawks ball.
Myatt taking a lot of shots here, and I might just be he wants to get that leg up over Jordan Ellerby, but you gotta have the sense that it's a team game here. You're down by 10 points. Taking those deep threes, maybe not the best decision.
Jaron checks in for Gavin Pennington, and now the starting 5 is out there for the Hawks. Robertson, pass up on the open 3, drives, pump fake, open layup. Nice move by Mekhi Robertson to get Malik Brown off his feet.
Great offense there by Mekhi Robertson. I mentioned earlier that Malik Brown, one of the best shot blockers in the PCL, 2.5 blocks per game. He obviously wanted to get one there, try to create some momentum for his team, but Mekhi Robertson realizing that, using his momentum to his advantage.
Bronzo has it now, working on Mekhi Robertson. He tries to drive to the left side. They're going to call a push on Mekhi Robertson. That's the 5th foul of the quarter. And I believe that'll send Cardinal O'Hara to the line, and it will. So now Kasim Bronzo will shoot 2.
Prep might have to think about laying off the aggression to start this one, as they are
in serious foul trouble.
In some bad foul trouble. You know, Jaron McKee obviously in some trouble with 2 fouls, and you definitely do not want to get Mekhi Robertson, a top 10 player in the city, in some foul trouble as well.
First shot on the money for Bronzell. Second shot is up and also good, and he'll cut the lead to 10. Timeout, Cardinal O'Hara.
Bronzell only 40% from the line this year, and if you're Cardinal O'Hara, it's a good thing to see him starting to hit those free throws. And now, if you're St. Joe's Prep, you're trying to stay into this game. I mean, you obviously have a big lead here. It's a 10-point lead. Only 3 minutes remaining here. You don't want to lose it going into halftime. You want to get calm. Obviously, your defense is a bit aggressive. Coach Harrigan possibly telling him to lay off the aggression as you are in some foul trouble. Offensively, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. Jordan Ellerby has been the shot maker so far. Olin Chamberlain, not too many points since the first quarter. Jaron McKee, not many touches on offense as well. If I'm the Prep, I'm finding ways to get open looks for Jordan Ellerby, as he has been hot to start the game, as he has 7 points.
Yeah, Ellerby has been the Hawks' leading scorer this year, but the other guys right up there with him, Chamberlain, McKee, and a couple other people, Mekhi Robertson also. Ellerby kicks it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain driving baseline, kicks a short pass to McKee. McKee off the money on the layup. Rebound Jack Quinn, and O'Hara is pushing the tempo. Myatt working on Jaron McKee. Good move. And the bucket. A little bit of physicality from Malik Myatt. Jaron McKee can't handle it. Alley-oop to Will Lesovitz from Ellerby.
I mentioned
the alley-oop layup is good.
I mentioned earlier how Ellerby doesn't really seem like he wants to pass the ball. Well, now he has cooled down just a little bit here, and he's able to generate some points for his team.
Great steal by Will Lesovitz. Pulled in by Ellerby. Ellerby kicks it to McKee, to Chamberlain from the corner. On the money! Olin Chamberlain, money from the corner as usual.
Great ball movement there by St. Joe's Prep. You see Brown not getting back in transition. That's been a theme for Cardinal O'Hara, not getting back in transition. The extra pass from McKee, and the Prep another steal.
Ellerby has it. Chamberlain, alley-oop to Mekhi Robertson! Off the money. Almost a crazy one-handed slam. And McKee playing very physical defense on that last possession. He has to be careful because he is on the verge of serious foul trouble.
That missed alley-oop's got to be a killer for the Prep, but good defense there by Robertson.
Myatt can't control his dribble. Somehow they're going to say it went off of Mekhi Robertson, although I can't see how, and O'Hara will maintain possession.
That handsy basketball, Sean, I'm telling you, they are getting their hands in there. They are making plays.
I mean, a lot of turnovers so far.
Yeah, Cardinal O'Hara has not been that careful with the basketball.
Bronzell driving layup. Good move on Jaron McKee. Robertson will bring it up for the Prep. He's working on Bronzell. He'll kick it to McKee. McKee outside of his range. Back to Robertson. Robertson into Chamberlain. Chamberlain out to Lesovitz. Lesovitz from the corner. Right off the money. Malik Myatt with the rebound. He's now working on Ellerby. Ellerby gets screened. Malik Myatt waves it off. Kicks it to Lamir Green. Sends it to Jack Quinn. And Cardinal O'Hara is just trying to get the open look. Screen Malik Brown. Corner. Bronzell off the money. Rebound Robertson. Mekhi Robertson pushing the tempo now. Crossover. Trying to get to the lane. Out to McKee. McKee for three. Wide open on the money. Jaron McKee does not miss.
He never misses open shots is what I'd like to add to that. These McKees, they do not miss their open shots. Mekhi Robertson with a great find. He is obviously a score-first guard from what we've seen this season, but he finds McKee wide open. And once again, the transition defense has been a problem for O'Hara.
And another foul called on Jordan Ellerby while he was guarding Kasim Bronzell, and that'll send Bronzell back to the line. He's one of the better free throw shooters in this contest. And the Hawks just can't get a break. Miles Peterson is looking ready to check in for the Hawks. First shot off the mark from Bronzell. Miles Peterson checks in for Jaron McKee and Julian. A little mix-up. Jaron stays in. Miles Peterson comes in for Robertson, and Julian McKee comes in for Ellerby. So for the Hawks, it's Chamberlain, Lesovitz, Peterson, and then both the McKee brothers as the second shot from Bronzo is on the money.
And Lesovitz has a shoe tie to attend to. But as we have a little bit of a break here, I mean, the Prep starting five looked absolutely incredible. I mean, the passes on offense and then the defensive tenacity. Cardinal O'Hara has not been too good with the basketball. And then the transition offense for St. Joe's Prep has looked probably the best it has all year.
O'Hara playing some aggressive trap defense, double teaming whoever has the ball, really. McKee now working on it, gets it to Miles Peterson. Miles Peterson out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain to McKee. McKee pump fakes, drives, shot, and they call the charge on Jaron McKee. Great job by Edwin Ujor to draw the contact.
Even though it ended in a turnover for St. Joe's Prep, that was still a pretty decent offensive possession. The Prep did not feel the pressure of a type of defense that is supposed to pressure you, which is a trap defense. They were able to make that extra pass. They just could not find a way to get the shot off.
Jaron McKee checks out as Harry Barnes checks in. I believe that'll probably be it for his half, as he's in some pretty big foul trouble. Lamir Green has it now. He'll give it to Quinn, gives it to Malik Brown. And O'Hara just continuing to try to find these outside shots, not really looking to move the ball inside. 8 seconds left now in the quarter. Lamir Green has it, gives it to Jack Quinn. Quinn driving, gives it to Bronzo, off the mark from him. Chamberlain has it, doesn't get the shot up, although he does chuck one from half court off the rim. But not time, and that will be it for the first half of action. Stay tuned for Hawk Talk at the half with Ryan Connaughton and Bobby Wright as your Hawks lead 30-17. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Hawk Talk at the half and then the second half of action here from Cardinal O'Hara High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cardinal O'Hara High School, where the St. Joseph's Prep Hawks are taking on the Cardinal O'Hara Lions. Going into the half, Prep is winning 30-17. Bobby, what have you noticed from this Prep offense so far?
Well, I mean, one thing that I've noticed is they've been really penetrating the paint, and well, one thing I noticed is that the Prep, they've been really penetrating the paint, and O'Hara hasn't really been able to handle that. So
I completely agree with you there. Prep offense is not dominating, but is definitely getting the upper hand on this Cardinal O'Hara defense. But I want to say Cardinal O'Hara is dominating the rebound game with 12 offensive rebounds. Prep only with 2. I think that is a very big differential between the two teams. Bobby, now talk about Cardinal O'Hara's offense.
well, I mean, one thing they've done is they're a huge foul drawing team, and they've quickly drawn a lot of fouls on the Prep. I mean, McKee, he already has 3 fouls, and that could be a game changer here for the second half.
I can't agree with you more. McKee does have 3 fouls going into the halftime. He does have to be very cautious going into the second half. But yes, Bobby, I agree with you. They are a very foul-drawing team. I feel like most of their points have come from the free throw line this game. Also, key player Malik Myatt is also 0 for 3 from the three-point, but is getting some good inside looks. Bobby, what do you think that the Prep should do to contain Malik Myatt in the second half?
Well, I mean, really just keep on doing what they have been doing. I mean, obviously protect the paint more because he's 3 for 5 from 2, except they've been doing great on his perimeter defense. He's a sharpshooter, and they haven't allowed him to shoot great shots, and that's been a huge difference in this game.
Bobby, what do you think St. Joseph's Prep offense should keep doing or look to do in the second half?
Well, I mean, just keep on penetrating the paint. I mean, if O'Hara's just going to let them, then they might as well keep on doing it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You're right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If I'm Jason Harrigan, I'm calling more plays that gets the ball on the inside. I mean, they have been stopping our interior scoring, but if we can just find a way to start scoring on the inside, Prep will keep this lead and win this game. But I also want to point out Jaron McKee, 2 for 5 from the three-point line. That is very unlike him. Usually he will make threes. I mean, but I'm not saying he's not going to. I think in the second half, Jaron McKee will turn it back up. Also, Jordan Ellerby, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. I also think in the second half, he will step up his game. Key shooter for the Prep is Olin Chamberlain, 2 for 2, which is a very hot start for him, and he's not missing. But in the second half, I will expect him to keep making threes. Bobby, if you're Cardinal O'Hara, how are you going to stop the St. Joseph's Prep offense?
Well, I mean, it's really just figuring out how to get a good mix of perimeter defense along with guarding in the paint. Because this Prep team, it works both ways. They're great at driving the paint, getting 2s, but they're also great shooters, and they're able to get 3s. So they need to find a good mix of being able to lock them down on the perimeter while also keeping the paint defended.
You're right, Bobby. Bobby, what do you hope to see in the second half?
Well, I mean, for the Prep, I mean, I hope to see less sloppy play in foul territory because they've really given away way too many fouls than they really should, and usually they're a more disciplined team, except O'Hara is just drawing way more fouls than they really should. And as for O'Hara, they've been really sloppy with the turnovers. I mean, there have been some stretches there where the Prep got a couple of easy baskets, and I believe this game would be a lot closer if they weren't turning the ball over as much.
I agree with you, Bobby. One thing I do want to see more from the Prep is more smart shots. A lot of their shots haven't been stupid, but haven't been the best. Also, I do want to see more makes on open looks. A couple open looks have not gone in for the Prep offense. Also, they had a 3-on-1 against Cardinal O'Hara, and they could not convert on that. I do wish they could take advantage on 3-on-1 or 2-on-1 situations like that. Bobby, I think this has been a great halftime Hawk Talk, and we'll come back for the second half. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of action between the Hawks of St. Joe's Prep and the Lions of Cardinal O'Hara. Ryan, I know we just had Hawk Talk at the half, of course, which I'm sure was amazing, but just from your opinion, break down that first half in 30 seconds or so.
It was the transition offense for St. Joe's Prep, which was absolutely incredible throughout this first half. I mean, they were incredible, getting back in transition, passing the ball. They're honestly a pass-first offense, and the defense, which we're seeing here, has been great to see.
Ellerby goes up for a one-handed slam! Oh my God, Jordan Ellerby with the slam!
Head top for Jordan Ellerby, going over Myatt. What a pass, what a dunk for Jordan Ellerby.
I mean, I wasn't even ready for that. We just started the second half. Shots up from Brown, no good. McKee with the rebound, and then a foul on the floor from a guy from Cardinal O'Hara. It was Toby Hartman, I believe. Yes, it was. So the starting five out there for both teams, Chamberlain, McKee, Lesovitz, Ellerby, and Mekhi Robertson are your five for the Hawks. And for O'Hara, it's Malik Myatt, Lemire Green, Toby Hartman, Jack Quinn, and Malik Brown. Speaking of Lesovitz, Lesovitz goes up for the layup on Toby Hartman, no good. Green has it now to Quinn. Quinn for three, on the money. Great shot from Jack Quinn there.
Quinn, the proverbial three-point shooter for this Cardinal O'Hara team. He might get hot in the second half. You got to make sure some attention's paid to him, as well as some of the other starters for Cardinal O'Hara.
Ellerby to Lesovitz. Lesovitz driving middle of the lane, out to Chamberlain from the corner. Off the mark there. Rebound, Jack Quinn. O'Hara pushing the tempo. Now Myatt has it. Working on Mekhi Robertson. Myatt, tough finish. They're going to call tough move. They're going to call a foul on Mekhi Robertson. I think that Malik Myatt does an awful good job of making it seem like there's an awful lot more contact than there really was.
Definitely, 100%, and he has done a great job creating contact here and drawing those
Quinn
fouls.
going up for the layup off the mark. Ellerby gets it, gives it to Mekhi Robertson. Mekhi Robertson, what are we going to have here? And Mekhi is fouled, and he'll shoot two.
You did not want Mekhi Robertson going airborne on you if you are Cardinal O'Hara. That is why you foul him right there, and I do not blame Toby Hartman one bit for that foul. The Prep have been great in transition offense today. You want to put Mekhi at the line, maybe make him miss these free throws.
First one off the mark. That's your fault. Ryan,
I will blame myself
that's your
for that.
fault.
If
the commentator's curse.
If Mekhi wants to, not talk to me after the game, I completely understand. Yep. All right.
O'Hara student section, understandably excited, and Ryan understandably
Yep.
gets all the blame for
Yes,
jinxing that one.
That is my fault. Makai, I do apologize live on air.
Green has it now, working at the top of the key. Makai Robertson tried to get the steal, won't get it. Green for three, no good. Ellerby rebound. Ellerby pushing the pace. Ellerby cutting to the paint. Euro step, loses the ball. Green has it now, pushing it up for O'Hara to Quinn. Quinn, pump fake, driving, kicks it out, stolen by Ellerby. Ellerby's gonna push it, gives it to Makai Robertson. Jared McKee goes up for the layup. Simple move. Simple move from McKee, gets the ball in. 2 points for the Hawks. Really, it's worth the same.
The defense, though, from Will Lesevitz, not letting Quinn get inside and make that layup. Quinn, sometimes he drives inside, but a great job there from Lesevitz.
Hartman fouled on the shot. Lesevitz called for it, and Hartman will shoot two. Great pass, though, from Lemire Green. Gets it right over the fingers of Lesevitz into Toby Hartman, who then had the open layup, and Lesevitz really had no play other than to foul.
I do agree there. The Prep's defense has been great. The Prep have been running a lot up and down the floor. The transition, I will keep repeating it throughout the entire broadcast. I sound like a broken record, but the transition from transition offense and defense has been absolutely incredible. And you're running a lot, obviously, so sometimes you just got to draw those fouls and get a bit of a breather.
Second shot, no good, as Lesevitz hits the deck. Bronzel, by the way, checks in for Jack Quinn. McKee went up, lost the ball, poked away, out of bounds on O'Hara.
McKee did everything right there. He didn't put the ball inside. He kept the ball near the baseline. Just a great job by Cardinal O'Hara poking that one out.
Box formation on the inbound here. Screen from Lesevitz. Chamberlain gives it way back to McKee, who's about at half court. Handoff Chamberlain into Ellerby. Handoff McKee. McKee looks to shoot, can't get it, kicks it to Lesevitz. Lesevitz, Ellerby on the baseline, blocked by Brown. Ellerby gets it back, off the mark again, and now a foul on Jordan Ellerby. I don't know where there was a foul. I really I'm not trying to complain about the calls, but I don't know where the foul could have possibly been.
Well, Sean, you might not know about the call, but we got to give credit to Malik Brown there on that play. I've been mentioning in this broadcast that he is one of the best shot blockers in the PCL. Is only a sophomore, 6'5", with a very long reach. Does a great job there blocking Jordan Ellerby. We have not seen him get blocked in a very long time.
I was just going to say, Ellerby, not an easy man to block. Speaking of Malik Brown, he has it now. Working the size matchup on Chamberlain. Maya goes up for it. No good. Makai Robertson called for the foul, and it seems like the Prep just can't catch a break today with these calls. I feel like they're doing everything right defensively. Makai Robertson, I mean, you can't just let Maya go free. He jumped up straight up, arms up, didn't really initiate any contact.
And Sean, I'm supposed to be the color guy here, but you completely took my thunder there. Everything was right there by Makai Robertson. I suppose the officials just saw a bit too much body contact. Obviously, Makai Robertson jumped higher than or what it looked like to be jumping higher than the rim there. So obviously, it gets the officials to maybe draw a little bit more of attention. But, if you're Coach Harrigan here, I'm sorry.
No, you go.
All right, so if you're Coach Harrigan here, you call this timeout. You want to get your guys a little bit rested. Obviously, Makai Robertson a little upset after that foul call. So if you're Coach Harrigan here, you just want to get your guys ready. Obviously, he's given them a little bit of a talking to on the sideline, a bit calmer from what we've seen over this season, but he's given them a talking to, just trying to calm them down here, get them back to what they've been doing thus far, and that's playing great defense and scoring the ball offensively.
Yeah, Ryan, and one of the things we did say is Malik Myatt does a great job of making the contact look way more egregious than it really is. I think that's another reason that call was called, because Makai Robertson was really straight up, and Myatt did initiate the contact, so I think it's just really, for lack of a better term, a great flop from Malik Myatt.
I mean, if you're able to draw contact as an offensive player,
that's a skill.
Give him credit. I mean, you've seen guys like Kevin Durant, James Harden, to make an NBA comparison, who have been able to draw contact in their careers and get to the free throw line, and you saw Myatt do a great job of that here. And obviously, he doesn't miss at the line, 87% from the free throw line this season.
So both of them good. Now the Hawks will have a chance as Cardinal O'Hara is full court pressing. Lesevitz open in the corner, doesn't take the shot. O'Hara wants a walk. They won't get it. Lesovitz missed the free throw. O'Hara with the rebound.
I would pull that if I was Will Lesovitz there. You got an open corner 3.
Me as well. Bronzo has it now, driving. McKee falls down. Bronzo with the shot. No good. Rebound McKee. Lesovitz brings it up now for the Prep. Crossover, handoff, Chamberlain. Chamberlain out to McKee, wide open for 3. On the mark. Jaron McKee does not miss those open threes.
I love Olin Chamberlain on that play there. Will Lesovitz was speeding it up a bit. Chamberlain looked like he was going to slow it down when he took it near the elbow. He finds McKee wide open for the 3. He has been the MVP, that being Olin Chamberlain thus far.
Bronzel has it now for O'Hara, guarded by Ellerby. Timeout, Cardinal O'Hara. Yeah, Jaron McKee. I mean, Chamberlain does such a good job of finding his teammates open. He is one of the best facilitators in the PCL. Great presence for this team. He's a team leader. He's a facilitator. He always finds his open teammates. And right there, he does it again. Right to Jaron McKee. And McKee, like we said, never misses on those open threes.
And Jaron McKee from our prep stats people, 2 for 5. Jaron McKee is from 3 today. That is 40%, and that is obviously not a bad mark if you are the Dayton commit.
14-point lead now for the Hawks, as the 5 out there is Chamberlain, Ellerby, McKee, Lesovitz, and Miles Peterson. I believe Mekhi Robertson is in a bit of foul trouble, which is why he's on the bench now. Bronzo working on Lesovitz, out to Green. He'll slow it down. Back into Malik Brown. Out to Clark for 3. Short, no good.
It's a deep shot there from Cardinal O'Hara. I wouldn't be taking those deeper shots. You can obviously shoot 3s, but you want to create open 3s and try to get yourselves back into this game.
Ellerby has it now, working on Clark. Gets to Peterson. Swings it to McKee. Tries to find Ellerby on the cut. Can't get it to him. Lesovitz has it now.
The Prep just making Cardinal O'Hara move, trying to tire them out here.
Lesovitz hands it off to Peterson. Peterson to the corner. Jaron McKee from the corner. Just off the mark on that one.
Heat check there for Jaron McKee. Corner 3, you don't make it. That's all right.
Absolutely. Clark out to Bronzel. Bronzel, mid-range floater, air ball, rebound McKee. McKee pushing the tempo. Chamberlain, three-pointer, right off the money. Ellerby rebound, foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. I really thought, Ryan, we were going to see an alley-oop there.
The effort from Jordan Ellerby, though, and was absolutely incredible between 2 guys, one being Brown, the other being Myatt. Obviously, Myatt has a bit of problems with Ellerby in this game, and Brown, I mean, his reach and his height are something to note. But getting back to your point, it looked like we were going to see an alley-oop. You are right there, but obviously, if you are any player, no matter who you are, if you have an open shot, you should take it. Definitely don't blame Olin Chamberlain for taking that open shot there. And luckily for him, it resulted in Jordan Ellerby getting to the free throw line.
Olin and Lesovitz will check out. Pennington and Julian McKee will come in. So now it's Pennington and Ellerby, the dynamic duo. The 2 brothers, McKee, and then Miles Peterson to fill out the roster. Excuse me, the 5 on the court right now. Quinn now has it at the top of the key for O'Hara. Dishes it to Bronzel. O'Hara finds a way in. Stolen by McKee. Jaron McKee pushing the tempo. Layup. No good. Foul on Bronzo.
And the transition defense, I keep bringing up to it. I mean, Bronzo, he gave McKee a bit of cushion there, and McKee's just going to take it all the way. He's not going to slow down for anybody, and just a great job by Jaron McKee. You draw the foul, you get to the line, and I also want to give credit to his brother, Julian McKee. He's there. He's taken on the matchup of Malik Brown, who is obviously a bit bigger than him, and then you let your team work. You know, you don't try and reach in there. You don't try to get individual stats by poking for the ball and trying to get your own steals. You let your brother come in, get the steal, and let him go down and get these free throws.
And the thing about Julian McKee is he plays an awful lot bigger than he is, as the second shot is good for McKee, so he hits both. But Julian McKee, a great rebounder, a great inside presence, and he plays a lot bigger than he really is.
Definitely, and that's because he really has to. The Prep doesn't really have that definitive center.
Pass knocked away by Jaron McKee. Ellerby now moving. What do we get here? Ellerby travel there up and down. Went up for the dunk. Couldn't get it. Tried to kick it out to McKee in time. Did not do it, though. Feet hit the floor before the ball did, and I have to say I agree with that call. Reluctantly agree with that call.
I thought they weren't going to call it for a second, and I was making an O shape with my mouth, and I was like, oh, they're really not going to call this. But
it was a little bit late.
Yeah, it was. And now Quinn gets it on the perimeter here. And the three, no good.
Rebound, Julian McKee. He's pushing it up for the Prep. Gives it to Peterson. Peterson in to Jaron. And the N1 shot. Miles Peterson will shoot two.
The Prep has been a pass-first team today. Jaron McKee, he obviously has his. He has 9 points at the current moment in time. And Miles Peterson, a big body, obviously with a very decent amount of muscle mass. He is able to find him inside. And you just get the lucky bounce there on the shot. Everything going right here for St. Joe's Prep.
So out come Jordan Ellerby and Jaron McKee. In come Olin Chamberlain and Liam O'Connor. As Malik Myatt has the ball now. Timeout O'Hara.
And a 20-point lead for the Prep.
Like you said, Ryan, a 20-point lead for the Prep. Less than 2 minutes left in this third quarter, and it really seems like the Prep is starting to run away with this one.
And the Prep, they have just been absolutely incredible today. I mean, the defense, I think, is really what has been the X factor in this game. Obviously, you see 23 points, but you got to actually watch this game and see the defense of the Prep. The ability to steal the basketball when Cardinal O'Hara is trying to get into the paint. The Prep consistently has a size disadvantage in every matchup. Sean, you brought it up at the beginning of the broadcast that the Prep has a size disadvantage. That just doesn't seem to matter, and you wouldn't notice it for how many times the Prep pokes the ball away, and that's going to frustrate a team. That's going to make them second-guess themselves to go inside with the ball, to get it to their big man, because you know that this Prep team has any opportunity to steal the ball and then take it right back in transition and either draw a foul or get 2 or 3 points.
Like you said, Ryan, the Prep just a great passing team. That's really been the key to me. A lot of points off of assists today, and that's been a huge benefit for the Hawks, who have an interesting lineup out there with Gavin Pennington, Olin Chamberlain, Julian McKee, Liam O'Connor, and Miles Peterson. That would be the first time we've seen those five together out there on the court. So an interesting group for the Hawks, as Bronzel is going to put it up from 3. Great shot from him on the mark, and he cuts the lead to 17.
You need anything if you are Cardinal O'Hara, and you haven't made too many threes today, but that's one that you need.
McKee tries to lob it to Liam O'Connor, who gets the bucket. Good pass from Julian McKee.
Bit of miscommunication there. I think McKee wanted O'Connor to go up for the alley-oop, but good thing Cardinal O'Hara, they jumped just a bit early, and it allowed Liam O'Connor to get set and put up a nice layup.
Well said, Ryan. I thought at first it was like a full alley-oop, but it was ended up just being a lob pass.
Definitely.
Clark has it now. Tries to get it into Myatt. Almost lost it. Myatt working on Liam O'Connor. It'll be a foul on Liam O'Connor, and Myatt will shoot 2 as the shot's off the mark.
And Myatt, he looked before he actually caught the basketball. Looked forward before he actually caught the basketball, and he got it back, though. He was able to drive inside, and I guess Liam O'Connor had his arms just a bit down, which gave the officials reason to call a foul.
Harry Barnes will check in now, and out comes Julian McKee, the freshman, who's been playing tremendously this season.
Definitely. He has been a bright spot for St. Joe's Prep, and if you look at the stat line on St. Joe's Prep basketball Instagram, actually, you will see that he is constantly in the stat book for blocks and rebounds and multiple double-digit rebounding games. Defensively, he has been the shining mark this season, and the Prep, they don't really need him that much offensively because you have the likes of Mekhi Robertson and Jaron McKee, Olin Chamberlain, and Jordan Ellerby, so you don't really need another offensive scorer.
Myatt for 3! Nylon from the corner. Prep trying to handle the pressure. They can't. Myatt again from three, and he goes back to back. And all of a sudden, there's some life in the gym of Cardinal O'Hara as the third quarter buzzer sounds, and we will be heading into the fourth quarter. And Cardinal O'Hara has a head of steam.
If you're the Prep, you're all right. There's nothing much to worry about right now. It was just 2 steals. You haven't turned the ball over just yet. If you are a Prep fan watching this broadcast, I would tell you do not panic just yet. There's 8 minutes remaining. The Prep's offense has been great thus far. If they can do what Cardinal O'Hara just did, I mean, Cardinal O'Hara just gave them a bit of their own medicine, stealing the ball and putting shots up. So if the Prep can get back to what they've been doing, they obviously had guys in there who do not play as often. If you're St. Joe's Prep, I would not worry about this at all. You're okay. You're going to be all right. You just have to keep doing what you're doing. Score the basketball, play good defense, and get back in transition.
Yeah, I agree, Ryan. I think that you can't start to worry, although, again, a team getting ahead of steam is never really what you want. I think momentum plays a huge factor in any sports game, especially in basketball. And it's not like 13 points is a huge cushion. There's still a lot of room for error.
Definitely 100%, and we see the starting 5 of the Prep going back out there as a bit of scare for the Hawks to start this fourth quarter, as the third quarter was not the greatest ending. The Hawks jumped out to a great lead. The third quarter ended in a bit of scare.
Chamberlain has it now for the Hawks, trying to get some points on the board to silence the crowd. Robertson has it now, gives it to Ellerby. Ellerby, mid-ranger, tough shot, and it gets it off of the roll. I mean, like 8 bounces there. Had me worried. Ball rolls in. Great shot from Jordan Ellerby in the face of Malik Myatt.
You have Bronzell in your face right there. That's a tough shot for Jordan Ellerby, but he's done such a great job.
Bronzell kicks it to Clark, trying to spark some life back into this O'Hara offense. Long pass across the court. Bronzell drives into the lane. Tough scoop layup and a great bucket there from Kasim Bronzell on Will Lesovitz. McKee has it now to Ellerby. Ellerby, what are we going to get here? Reverse layup blocked by Quinn. They're going to call him on a foul, and Ellerby hits the ground hard, helped up by his teammates. Lucky to see that he's okay, and he'll shoot too.
And you felt the weight of Ellerby falling down. I don't know if it was his knee or his elbow that hit pretty hard.
You can feel it from up here.
Right, that's what I'm trying to get at, as Ellerby hit hard, but if you're Jordan Ellerby, you just want to make these free throws. You obviously missed that first one there, but you want to calm down here if you're St. Joe's Prep. Obviously, the press is getting to you just a little bit here. As long as you're able to play some defense and get some shots up offensively, then you should be okay, as you still have a pretty decent lead.
Ellerby splits the free throws, and now the Hawks lead 48-34, 7 minutes left in the game. Comfortable lead for the Hawks, although Cardinal O'Hara does have momentum right now. Myatt has it, working on Robertson. He'll kick it to Quinn, who's been the shooter tonight. Quinn gets it to Taji Clark. Clark looking around O'Hara. Really can't get anything going on the inside, so they're just working the outside. Now finally tries to get it to the inside, knocked away. Ellerby has it. Ellerby kicks it to McKee. Rough pass. McKee gets it back to Ellerby. Ellerby open from three-point land. Doesn't get it. Rebound Lesovitz. Lesovitz to Chamberlain. Chamberlain inside. And one on the layup. Finishes through the contact. What a shot. What a pass. What a sequence from the Hawks.
That is St. Joe's Prep basketball right there. The toughness of the Prep coming out here late in the fourth quarter. Olin Chamberlain getting his team to keep the momentum in this one.
Chamberlain gets the N1. Now Myatt has it for O'Hara, trying to kill the momentum for the Hawks and gain back the momentum that they had at the start of this quarter and was just lost immediately. Deep three from Quinn now, in and out. McKee gets the rebound, and he looks to slow it down.
Very interesting shot selection there by Jack Quinn. You haven't really made too many shots today. Not sure why you put up a heat check three there, but good thing for the Prep.
Chamberlain has it in the mid-range, kicks it out to Ellerby. Ellerby won't pull. Looks like he was going to, but he didn't. Now working on Bronzell. Kicks it to Lesovitz. Lesovitz, 4-3. Great shot. Nylon from Will Lesevitz from 3.
I'm very surprised he shot that. He's been a pass-first player today, but I guess he was feeling something in his veins. It might have been ice. And an incredible shot by Will Lesevitz.
Taji Clark has it now, kicks it to Quinn. Quinn again from deep, off the money. Lesevitz gets the rebound. Ellerby is going to slow the tempo now for the Prep.
It's a 20-point game. The Prep has the momentum back. You can slow it down. With 5 minutes remaining, the clock is your enemy.
Chamberlain spoon move, tries to cut baseline, won't get it. Kicks it way out to McKee. Looks to reset. McKee gets the screen from Ellerby, won't take it. Drives, kicks, swings. Makai Robertson for 3. Off the back iron. Lesevitz fights for the rebound, won't get it. O'Hara contains it. Bronzel driving. Bronzel, power dribble. Floater, no good. Malik Brown, rebound, blocked by McKee. McKee kicks it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain running up the court. And the layup. Through the contact. Olin Chamberlain. Makai Robertson. Jared McKee, Jordan Ellerby, Will Lesevitz, they are firing on all cylinders right now.
Ellerby still talking, but getting back to the play. Great job there by Jared McKee to find the open Olin Chamberlain and generate more points. And it looks like he's going to generate more.
Jared McKee, Jared, what are we going to get here? Jared goes up, and the layup, Jared McKee. Always gets us excited, Ryan, and that just goes up for a simple two-handed layup.
I could feel it. You were ready to really bring the energy.
Even when he went up for it, he looked like he was going up for the dunk, and then he just faked us out.
It's all right as long as you generate points.
Jack Quinn again from deep, no good. A choke holding call on Malik Brown. Literally had Will Lesevitz in a choke hold, and he gets called for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, that was an interesting call there, an interesting foul there, as you don't see too many fouls like that, but now the Preps seem to be sending back in the guys who you don't see much on the floor. Harry Barnes in for Will Lesevitz.
Some of the bench players, like you said, Harry Barnes in for Will Lesevitz. Ellerby gets the jump ball, foul by Malik Myatt. Interesting pass from Chamberlain there, had the open Harry Barnes. Got it to Ellerby. Ellerby, although he ended up coming down with it, so.
Very dangerous if you are Olin Chamberlain. He has made the right decision today, and
really all season.
I don't think we have the right here to question Olin Chamberlain's decision making, as he has been the facilitator for this incredible Prep offense.
Olin playing great today. Makai Robertson cutting, goes up over 2 defenders. Great left-handed layup from Makai Robertson, and the Prep now leads 60-34.
No fancy move there from Makai, but
deep ball from Myatt, air ball. McKee gets the rebound, gives it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain alley-oop to Makai Robertson, off the glass. Ellerby almost tipped it back in. Now does a little bit of a handstand on the court, lost his balance as Myatt goes up for the tough bucket around Jared McKee. That was almost one of the best things I've ever seen. Alley-oop, Chamberlain. Robertson hits it off the glass. Ellerby gets the slam, but he just quite couldn't convert. McKee now kicks out to Chamberlain, almost pulled, didn't. Now he's trying to facilitate for the Hawks like he does so often. Cutting, wide open lane, and he missed the layup uncharacteristically. And the Hawks get it right back. McKee has it, long pass, Chamberlain. He'll get his 2 points back here, gets the layup. Points to McKee, got him his 2 points. Harrigan called a timeout, and I think that'll be it for some of these starters. Olin Chamberlain, Jordan Ellerby, Makai Robertson, Jaron McKee, and Will Lesevitz. What a night they've had, and especially this fourth quarter, Ryan. O'Hara started to show some signs of life here, started to really come back in this one, and then the Prep has outscored them 19-4 in this fourth quarter.
And what if I mentioned the entire broadcast? If you're just tuning in, I have mentioned that the Prep have been able to get their hands into passing lanes, steal the basketball, and get back in transition to generate points, and that is what they are continuing to do here. The Prep's not doing anything new. If you are a continuous St. Joe's Prep basketball watcher, you know that they are doing nothing new right now. They're doing what they've been doing all season, and it's just worked a lot better here than it has in some other games.
So the starters still out there, save Chamberlain and Lesevitz. Connor Patakis checks in and Harry Barnes checks in. But a couple more guys, Pennington looking to check in. So the subs will start to come with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here as Malik Brown goes in on Connor Patakis, draws the end one.
Just keep your hands up, even if those points happen. You don't want to draw fouls. You don't want to give Cardinal O'Hara any reason to feel like they can get back into it. While that is basically a pipe dream at this point, why do you want to see the student section get a little more hyped if you are St. Joe's Prep?
Pennington and Peterson, two guys who have already played a couple minutes in this one, will check in. And out come Jordan Ellerby and Jaron McKee. What a night they've had, as the N1 conversion is good. So now the only starter out there is Makai Robertson, who has the ball right now. Tries to cut right side, kicks out. Pennington bobbles the pass, tries to drive mid-range, just off the mark. Robertson almost got the putback dunk. That would have been spectacular. Quinn pulls from deep, no good. Rebound Patakis, gets it to Peterson. Peterson pushing the tempo now. He'll slow it down.
And just slow it down. 2 minutes remaining, under 2 minutes. No reason to really get all on your high horses.
And Robertson almost had a crazy reverse layup there. Took a hard tumble. Good to see that he's okay. Green from deep. No good. Malik Brown puts it back. 2 points, O'Hara. Peterson loses the ball. Lemire Green has it now. Out to Myatt. Myatt pump fake from deep. No good. Rebound Prep. Harry Barnes has it now. He's working on Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn slides a little bit. Harry Barnes spin move. Look, mid-range fade away. What a shot from Harry Barnes, and the bench is electric. Oh my goodness, Harry Barnes. I did not know you had that in you.
Look at Harry Barnes go. I mean, he's even getting a little bit of his in this one.
Deep shot is on the money for Cardinal O'Hara. And it just is too little too late, as the Prep has already run away with this one. Harry Barnes again tries to razzle-dazzle, loses the ball. Makai gets it back. Tough crossover, mid-ranger, and they're going to call a foul on Makai. I'm not entirely sure what the call was, but either way, it'll be O'Hara ball, and that'll be it for Makai Robertson. He is done, and John Barkley will check in, the senior. As for O'Hara, out comes Jack Quinn, out comes Malik Myatt. Their night is over as well. In comes Caleb Hargrove, and in comes Matt Corello, I believe it is. So their night is done as well. Brown has it now, kicks it out to Green. Swings it back to Green. Green off the mark on the three-pointer. Rebound, put back, no good. Rebound Connor Patakis, loses it. Swings out, Caleb Hargrove, no good. Rebound Harry Barnes. Harry, spin move, he's going to control it here. 9 seconds left. That'll be it. That'll be it. Harry's just going to dribble it out. Your final score here is 64-45, 19-point victory for the Hawks as they move to 7-4, 3-0 in the PCL, undefeated. And what a game it was from really everybody. I was going to say Olin Chamberlain, but Ellerby got his, Jaron got his, Makai Robertson got his, Will Lesovitz got his. Everybody ate today.
And yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the nose there. I would say my MVP of this game was Olin Chamberlain. I mean, he was absolutely incredible. 13 points for him. I mean, he was passing the ball to everybody. He was hot to start the game, but once they started putting a little bit of attention on him and he started missing his shots a little bit, he was then able to find his open teammates, get the open guy to hit the three. And then you obviously saw Jaron McKee, Jordan Ellerby, all in double digits in this game, and most of that can be thanked to Olin Chamberlain, who was able to find them in this one.
And Ryan, we don't usually do this, but just because today had so much energy and so many highlights, what would be your highlight play of the day?
Oh, man, I think I would have to go with the Jordan Ellerby dunk. I mean, that was absolutely incredible. It looked like a little bit of the same dunk from the Emotep game, and you saw this place get loud. Obviously, Sean, you had a lot of energy, and obviously I brought it as well, but I'd have to say the Jordan Ellerby dunk was probably the most exciting moment.
You see, Ryan, that's what I would have said. Just to switch it up a little bit, I'll go with the Chamberlain steal, fast break, N1 layup. That would be my play of the game. Either way, 19 points victory for the Prep, 64-45 your final score. Until next time, good night and go Prep.
Go Prep.